Ladies and gentlemen, just let me get round this corner. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Matt and this is Wakey Two Wheels, and today you join me on a beautiful overcast day. It's so much cooler than the last ride. Can't believe how hot it was last ride. I had sweat in my eyes. But today it's going to be a nice and cool day, lovely breeze, and I thought it'd be a perfect chance just to head out a bit further and get down to the east coast again. And we're going to be hitting up a place that all the bikers out there should know, and that's the Castle Café down in Withernsea. Roll the music. Right, so you're back with me now. We're in Glasshoughton, just going up to the Castleford Pontefract junction of the motorway, because you're about to see me do something I don't normally like to do, which is join the motorway. I really hate using the motorway. The reason I come all the way to Castleford to get on the motorway is because, well, there's a few reasons actually. I live quite close to the motorway, and this is a very old bike. I like to give the bike a chance to warm up before I blast it down the motorway. Well, I say very old, it's in its 20s now, is this bike, so it's not a teenager anymore. So it gives the bike a chance to warm up before I rip it down the motorway. But not only that, where I live, it's a smart motorway section, and people are that bothered about the speed limit and the speed cameras on there that they're not looking out for the bikers in the blind spots. They're that bothered about the speed and the lane they're in and stuff like that, and when it's near rush hour they're darting across lanes, not giving a shit. So I prefer to get on the motorway here if I can. From this section onwards towards the coast, it's not a smart motorway, it's a normal motorway, and it's not as busy. The biggest worry you get around here is lorries, but this itself is a busy junction, so you still have to be a little bit careful with the lorries and the traffic. There we go. So this is us joining the motorway for Goole and Hull. Get some speed up. And there you go, you're on the motorway. This is where it gets noisy, I'm afraid. So I think what I'll do is I'll turn the cameras off and I'll join you back a bit further down the road. See you in a bit. A63 heading into Hull, and it's not the best road to be on. It's a lot like the A64. Sorry if I'm shouting in the mic. It's a lot like the A64. It is a dual carriageway with motorway rules, but the road should slow down in a bit where the motorway ends, and in a bit you will see the Humber Bridge, which, if you're good, I might take you for a little treat later. And this is why it's a bit of a crappy road, because lorries in both lanes, traffic chugs up, all the laybys are shut so there's no brakes. I tell you, I hate this road, but means to an end. You'll be absolutely fine as long as you keep your wits about you. And just over these bushes here you will see the Humber Bridge. And like I said, if we make good time today, I'll take you on a little treat later on. Takes you across the Humber estuary towards Grimsby and stuff like that. It's quite intimidating when you're riding up to it. Look at the size of the bloody thing. I know all my American friends that watch this channel. I know you've got bigger over there, but still, bloody massive. So we're in the city of Hull now. We're just going past Hessel, and speed limits have been dropped because of roadworks, so that's good. It gives the bike a chance to slow down. I am absolutely covered in green fly. Ugh. I need to get past this driver. This driver's taking a mick. There we go. But Hull, despite what people might think, is an absolutely beautiful place. A few years ago it got the City of Culture Awards, and it is one of the major ports in England, alongside Portsmouth and stuff like that. It is a big city. A lot of industrial goes on here, and we're just going over the flyover, and you'll see a good shot of Hull in front of you. And that big building over to us left is Hull Hospital. Oh. But it is nice to slow the bike down a bit. Quite a lot of history in Hull as well, with obviously its maritime past. There we go. And if you go into some of these pubs that are along the front here, there's a lot of history up on the walls, original photographs and stuff like that. Really nice places to go in. Wow, some major roadworks going on down there. Looks like they're doing a tunnel of some sort. Oh, it is as well. Underground road. This is all changed, this is all different. Last time over here. One of the big attractions of Hull is a bit further down the road over to us right, and it's called the Deep. And yeah, you want to get on the internet and check that place out. This is Hull Arena, this is the lighthouse ship to us right. That used to go out and warn passing boats of rocks and stuff like that. And that's it, that was the centre of Hull. I mean, it stretches for miles to us left. This is that we've just gone down the main road of it. But going through Hull is the easiest way to get to Withernsea. And here's the swing bridge. And the tide's in. And don't be fooled, that is not the sea over there, that is the estuary. That is an inland waterway. It's just very big, that's all. That's for the people that haven't been around to Hull before. Alright, a bit further down this road you'll see a very big brick building. That is Hull Prison. And that's a big part of the history of Hull as well, because if you were on board ship working and you misbehaved, you came back to Hull and they threw you in the prison. You did not misbehave aboard ship. And there it is. And that's the prison there. Taking some prisoners in now. Anyway, let's get on with some riding. I've got a little bit of farm traffic in front of us, but we have hit the countryside. And just look around you. It is stunning around here. Look at that, look at all that building work there. All them greenhouses. Anyway. I'll be honest, I'm not actually sure exactly where I am. I know I'm heading towards a... Oh, what the hell's going on here? Shit, tractor. Oh. Gravel. There we go. Right, sorry about that, yeah. Combine in the fields, look, spray in the fields. But yeah, don't know exactly where I am. I think I've taken a wrong turn, but I decided to carry on because curiosity gets the better of me. And I think I'm heading to some place called Hampton or Hambledon or something like that, I don't know. But we'll see where we end up. Withernsea Roofs, there we go. Yeah. Oh, resurfacing. Of course it is. It's not too bad. But yeah, see out to sea there. The windmills, offshore windmill farms. Shoot, shoot. And there it is. I need to turn around. So this is the town of Withernsea. It's not the biggest seaside town, but it's got everything you need. Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to spin around here. It's got a lot less in it than it used to have. Again, it's one of those seaside towns that sadly are dying. Well, let's see if we can get in here. And there's the Castle Café. I'm not expecting it to be too busy today. It is a cold day, but there is a bike there. Let's see if we can get up on pavement there. Right. Right. Get my shit together, guys. I'll show you around a bit. So this is us pulling out of Withernsea and the Castle Café. Lovely little place, not the most picturesque place I've ever been to, but it is right on the beach, and lovely little cafe, lovely staff, hot and cold drinks, do breakfast. Got quite a good menu on. I think I got some of the menu on the footage. Lovely little seaside town cafe. Now, if you get on the website, that place has got a hell of a biker following if you're not familiar to the area. Get on the website, get on the Facebook page, it'll tell you when the bike nights are, and you get a big crowd of bikers go to that place. I mean, it wasn't so full today, because today is actually a little, even though it looks sunny, it's actually a little bit cooler. But yeah, but well worth a trip into the East Coast. Oh, I do love these roads. Yeah. definitely worth a trip down there. Like I say, it's one of the little cafes you've got to tick off your list. It's a water tower. Now I'm going to try and find my way back to Hull, because we've made good time, and I'll give you guys a little treat if it's possible. And here we are. On the bridge. Now it's free to go over for motorbikes. Here we go. I want to get closer to Ed so you can see over the edge. Still recording? Yes we are. And there we go. That is the Humber estuary, and to the left goes out to sea, and to the right goes inland. God, this is a bloody intimidating structure. Well, I hope you enjoyed that footage coming across the bridge. I did. I'm sorry if this is a shorter video than normal. I wasn't actually intending on doing a video today. I was just going for a ride, but then I thought, sorry, switch the cameras on. But yeah, please like, subscribe, and share if you want to see more of me. Check out the Castle Café. It is well worth the ride, and I'll see you in the next episode. Ride safe, guys. Bye for now.